fly away. Fly away with me, it's time to fly away. Fly away. His blood set me free, it's time to fly away. Fly away.
Oh, I missed it. Sup, punters? How the devil is everyone today? We've got some delightful music in the background, as ever. Let me know if the music is okay. It should be. It's way tweaked. Oh, hey, check it out. Team Slow and Awkward t-shirt arrived. And it looks amazing. Came out so good. Shout out to Adam, who I hired to design it. So, I imagine if I've gotten it, I feel like a lot of other people have gotten it. I've seen some people in the UK actually got it the same day as me yesterday. So, hopefully, everyone else has got it. What I'd love to ask everyone to do is hit the like button. I see there's 260 people, which is quite a lot. I'm very grateful for that. So it'd be great if everyone can click like. Something I've noticed that I'm not that great at asking for likes and comments and stuff. So I'm going to do it more. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, it's smashing up now. Let's go. God, I haven't watched those type of videos for ages. I might go and watch them. What is happening, everyone? I thought I'd do this live stream. Tell you what I'm thinking for the near and slightly not as near future. Mainly the thing is that this camera being stolen has been real kick in the teeth. Mainly because I had loads of ideas that very much centered around having that as a tool in my arsenal, and now I don't have that in my arsenal. And this new camera that I'd actually ordered ages ago, which is why I'm kind of somewhat bitter about having this stolen. I mean, I know people have it a lot worse. You know, people have lost their jobs and, you know, important things. But, not having this camera has really thrown a spanner in the works. And the new one, I got the Canon R5 on the way, which I was super excited about. Doesn't seem like it's been getting the best reviews in the world. But I feel like... it's still gonna be amazing for what I need to do. So and what that is gonna help me do is kind of up the game, and that's what I really need to do. So if I'm sure of you watching, we'll do some shout outs in a bit. Don't worry, everyone. Wait, should we just do them now? Okay, everyone, let's go. We're gonna tell me if you rode. Tell me if you're riding this weekend, because it's Friday today, I think. No idea. And if I'm not going to post for a couple of weeks, I really won't have any idea what time it is. So please tell me if you're riding, and I'll move my screens around, and hopefully I'll be able to see everyone. Okay. MTB Walker is riding. Ivan is riding. Christian's recovering. Will Harrison is riding. Mindberg is riding. John Giles is riding. Richard Linger is riding. MTB is riding. Void Rift is riding. Blue Radam is riding. 603 MTB Jordan is riding. Someone Smith is riding. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Joe is riding. Hello, Joe. Welcome, moderator. The mountain biker 2019 is riding, despite being a year old. Ivan Dumagflotch Gaming is riding. The Active Life 2.0 is riding. Oh, crikey. Ricky Priestley is riding. Dumpaul is riding. Chris Williams is riding, and he's pretty stoked about it. Bread Unslicer is going out tomorrow, weather permitting. Hey, remember, you're waterproof. You should be able to ride in the rain. It's not that big a deal. George, king of memes. He is here. He is riding, I'm going to presume. Pam Silgrim is riding. Wow. Maybe I've jumped into an alternate dimension here. Tom Pack is riding. Noah Clark is riding. Philip Hopkins is just balls. Single Track Mania is riding. Max and Jack Bros is riding. At DuPont, I've been there. I'd like to go and ride DuPont again. Wow, Trail Tracker is going Champery tomorrow. Best of luck. Hopefully you get good weather. Watch out for the thunderstorms. I don't know of any interesting tidbits. There's a supermarket at the bottom near the Teleferique in Champery. Go there. There's Wi-Fi. There you go. That's always useful. Mountain Biking Adventures is going riding. Leo Ashmole is riding. Stu Homer Game Films is triple riding because there's 3 yeses. Cycling Sean is riding in the morning, UK time. Albert GB is riding. Race Petty is riding. Ben York is Mr. Hardtail. Wow, that's a pretty big name there, Mr. Hardtail. Apparently it's raining wherever Ike on a bike is riding. And Boost MTB is going to Black Mountain Cycles. I've been there. I assume you're, talking about the uplift that's over there. This is a real great place. Toby Smith has ridden the YZ. Okay. This will be a nice segue. So congratulations to everyone that is going mountain biking tomorrow. I will probably go mountain biking tomorrow. I haven't really ridden that much this week. There's no secrets here on my channel. So I actually used to play a lot. I won't talk a lot about this because a lot of you will. This is where I lose every subscriber. I actually used to play a lot of golf when I was younger, and I needed an activity that wasn't mountain biking, that wouldn't kind of risk my life. So I've been getting into golf again over the past week. And I don't know, it's been quite fun. It's just doing something different, maybe a bit biked out at this time of year. You know, I bike a lot. So, I'm just trying something new. But this is all going to be bikes, don't worry. Although I would love to do a golf channel. I had this idea, but no, I don't. If I can't do my own channel, then I shouldn't be doing something else. Okay, that's sick that everyone's riding. Right, where were we? So someone, Toby, is asking about my dirt jumper. Yeah, I was going to ride it. I had literally filmed the first day of riding a pump track every day, and this was going to be like my really exciting return to riding my dirt jumper again. And then my camera got stolen at the dirt jump place, so I lost that whole first day, and then obviously possibly $5,000 worth of camera equipment. So cheers to the dickhead that stole my camera bag. All right, one more we'll do. Okay, e-bike on the golf course. It's so funny because I'm probably about 10 seconds in the future from what you're seeing right now. I'm not going to do a golf video on this channel. That would kill everything. I used to play off 9, but I haven't played for about 10 years. So it's Paul the Putter has already come up, but it's been not as easy as I remember. But we did. That's funny enough. That's kind of how I started golfing again after I quit for a bit. As I was mountain biking, we'd always ride in Bath. You'd ride past the Bath golf course to get to this one area. So we always went past and we always jumped bunkers and stuff. No cream in my coffee. I'm actually kind of milk free. I do almond and coconut now, and this is actually tea because it's the middle of the day. So yeah, I'm really grateful of everyone that's popped on. Hey, if you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. Yeah, as Jay points out here, it's good to have more than one hobby. And that's something I just have not done at all for many years. So I need to diversify and try new things. But I've been in the gym 4 days a week, which has been pretty cool. Yeah, that's been great. Yes, Tomo FPV. I am from Bath originally, but technically, I'm from Bradford on Avon, and I live somewhere else in Somerset when I grew up. But it's much easier to say Bath. George, what are you talking about? I'm English. This is tea. Come on, young man. You can figure it out. So, what we're going to do today. Yeah, because whenever I do these, I'm always doing something else. And I kind of feel like I haven't really interacted with the audience as well as I should have done. We do have the subreddit. I do hope that this is okay. Oh no, it is. Oh no, that's the wrong one. We're gonna do subreddit. Subreddit's been great. Shout out to George and Thomas who have been leading the charge on that one. And I think we can take the subreddit to the next level as well. And that will be, I wanted to look at other subreddits, and we're gonna see what's on. Paul Wilson, Paul, my friend, can you on Facebook can you send me a message with your address? Because I have a team Slow and Awkward. For those that don't know, this grey photo here is one of the founding members of the team Slow and Awkward movement that we started many moons ago when we were riding Slow and Awkwardly. I can't remember where it first came up. Paul will have to enlighten me. Maybe it was that time that we went to Whistler a few years ago, and that's really where we started saying it. Who knows? Can't remember. Okay, let's have a look. I need to switch modes here so I can actually change this one. Okay, give me a second here, butters. So yeah, what I thought we could do is I'm all very much into there we go, that's much better. That's memes. Okay. So yeah, mods, that Toby chap, he's oh, you heard me. Okay, so what we're gonna do literally ask me anything for a bit. So I'm very open about everything. So if there's anything you wondered, anything at all, we're gonna bust it out right now. Okay? I always get lots of questions, and they always come up, and they're very similar questions. So I wanted to do and just hang out and drink my tea for a bit. Don't panic, everyone. Dan Content might be making an appearance. He's got to go riding in 30 minutes. So for those fans of Dan Content, he's coming in. Race Petty with the US $5 super chat. Thank you very much. That, I guess, will go towards my camera fund. Yeah, so just quickly before I dive into some of these questions, and they've got to be good. If I see how did you get sponsored, oh my life, I'm gonna be over it. But there it is. So yeah, Paul, my buddy Paul there. We used to be part of this. I don't think we were technically a biker gang, but we could have been. And we were called Team Meat, which is pretty ironic now because I'm quite against eating meat as a whole, although I do eat fish. So that is, it's technically still meat. But yeah, it's so funny. I used to live with Paul. He was like a version of Dan, I guess, many moons ago. And we do pull-up contests. Paul, I can actually do better pull-ups now, potentially, than when we were doing pull-up contests. I've hit a max of 5, strict, no big deal. Anyway, I can talk to Paul anytime, but not on this live stream. Okay, so let's have a look at one of these questions. Why is one of the bikes missing a handlebar? Great question. I don't know if you know, but everything in the bike industry is sold out, and that includes one-up components. I don't know when they're getting new stuff back. They haven't told me, but I needed bigger handlebars for the downhill bike. So these handlebars are actually off the Genius, and that's the only reason, because they didn't have enough and I have too many bikes. Cool question. Hopefully I can just reference this live stream now forever if people ask these questions. Okay. When did you get your first bike? That was, I can show I guess some people might not have seen this. If you don't follow me on Instagram, this is where I've posted this picture, and that's what we're about to open momentarily. My first bike was a Kona. Good question. Kona Scab, and it was fully rigid. Here we go. Look at that. This was my first downhill bike, Santa Cruz Bullet. This would have been in 2005, because I was 18 at this time. I had some birthday money, I guess. And that was my first downhill bike. But my first bike was a 2002 Kona Scab, what did I just say? And I put a Marzocchi Z1 bomber on the front. But it was like a drop-off. That's what it was called. It was called a drop-off. And it was 130 mil suspension. I thought that was just so much suspension. It's funny now. It's what my cross-country bike is. Whoa, 400 people. If you could hit the like button. Like button. Like. Okay. Let's keep going here. How often do you cut your toenails? I don't know. I was actually thinking about this the other day. I'm 2.5 weeks. What's normal? I think like 10 days is average for hands, but toenails don't grow as fast. Why don't toenails go as fast? So many questions. How would you be? I have a wife? No, I don't have a wife. I'm doing dating girls because everyone just asks, even though I don't know why, but Dan's just my housemate. Sorry, everyone. He's not my boyfriend. That's not what we're into, I guess you could say. How much do I ride weekly? Yeah, I was thinking about this because normally I'd say like 5 times a week, but really it's like, I think it's like 3 or 4. I was averaging 4 for quite a while. Maybe, yeah, probably 5 really. I don't record everything on Strava nowadays because obviously there are trails that are off the radar. Don't want to bring attention to them. So I think it's probably going to settle around 3. I am a bit biked out right now, so I'm just gonna go riding tomorrow, but been a bit biked out. So normally if I take a week off, I kind of get back into it. But I've just been trying to do other things, as I've mentioned. How did you come across mountain biking to start with? Christopher, I tried skateboarding, which I'm gonna try again. There's a skateboard behind the Ebe over there. Yeah, I sucked so bad. And then my buddy Joe bunny hopped over a skateboard one day. And then I was like, wow, that looks much easier than trying to learn to ollie. And then that's how I started. So there you go. My buddy Joe. Best place to get cheap eats in Whistler. It used to be Dups Burritos. That was my go-to place, but they shut down. So I don't know. I mean, you can't go wrong with a slice of pizza, I guess. But I honestly don't know. I've not been. I mean, you can go and get a salad from the IGA, and that actually is kind of secretly amazing. No, I'm gonna go just GLC. It's not like cheap. I mean, if you want cheap, you go into a pizza shop like Misty Mountain, ask for day olds, and then you get $1 pizza slice, which used to be the dream when I was a seasoned person. But yeah, no, I just go GLC, get a salad. What was the camera I had stolen? It was my GH5. I had 2 lenses and the microphone and the stand and all my SD cards and batteries and the bag itself. So yeah, it's slowly been sinking in how not stoked I am on this entire situation. It almost gets worse as time goes on. Okay, people ask me, like, would you even, I'm going to guess that that's ever come back to the UK. I think long term, I just like living in Canada. I'm going to visit. This all depends if the US is going to open up. But for sure, I'm planning or intending to come back to the UK for like 2 months over December and January, because I haven't been home for a long time. I want to go and see Piper the dog. Go and find, if you're interested about Piper, there's a video of her on my channel where we went riding together. And obviously my mum, family, all that stuff. But if the borders don't open up and things haven't chilled out in November, then maybe I'll go back a bit sooner. Because, I always intend... Oh, another one just popped in. £5. Oh, it does actually appear on the screen. I had no idea. Dewey Rowlands, thank you very much. I'll get to your thing in a bit. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, I regret that decision so much. Okay, but yeah, I think moving back right now, nah, it's not going to happen. If Tesco's or Asda could come over here, then that would be the dream. People that are also UK transplants will understand that. Why am I taking a break? I said that at the beginning of this live stream. I just need to kind of be more intentional with my videos, up the game, really separate myself and develop my strengths better, and then I can get back into a schedule. It's kind of what Alex did, the single track sampler. I'm sure a lot of you subscribe to Alex, but obviously, you may know he took a massive break and then completely changed the type of videos that he made, and completely for the better. They're now every video he does has so much more value. Everything is very intentional. It's not just kind of doing it on a slave train. I do think that there needs to be a bit of having a schedule and regularity, but you've got to figure out what you're doing regularly first, I think. So that's where I'm at right now, and that's why it's nothing catastrophic. You know what I mean? I haven't lost a limb or something horrific like that. But yeah, that's just why. There you go. I scrolled down too much looking for that super chat. I'm sorry, Dewey. Thank you very much. £5. It'll go towards SD cards. Oh, I did see that. Do mountain bike racers really use oval chain rings? I don't know of many that actually do. So there you go. PG Chip, favorite tea? It's Clippers Organic. It's the best one because they don't bleach their tea bags. Favorite English football team? Don't like football. Have no interest in football. Favorite upgrade you would like to do? Forgetting sponsors. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Upgrade? It's kind of tricky, isn't it? I mean, just putting Shimano brakes. Yeah, honestly, put Shimano brakes on something and have a much better time. I'm sponsored by Shimano, but that's the best thing you can do. Easy. Do you sell your old bikes? Yep, I do. That's part of how most mountain bikers make their living as well. Unless obviously they're top of the pile and then they just keep them forever. And then it's cool when they go back and do biographies of them. And then you can see, oh, this was in 2003 when I did this. This is that bike. But yeah, don't have the space. What do you think is the fastest way to get fit? Great question. It's probably going to be grinding out a CrossFit gym, because I think that high intensity stuff is the fastest way of gaining anything. I don't think it's the healthiest. I think you need a balance of everything. Like longer rides, like zone 2 efforts, when compared to with the high intensity stuff. So I have a Whoop strap. A couple of people ask me about like what I think of it. I think it's an incredibly useful tool. I do recommend it to everyone. It's not sponsored or whatever. I pay for it like everyone else. But knowing like what your body is doing will help you prepare and be aware of what you should be doing the following day. So I think my biggest problem is not understanding that actually I have had enough sleep and I am recovered for the next day. And then what I would do is I go, oh, I feel tired, I should take it easy. When actually I could have done. So now I see that, I look at my score and then I go, nope, you feel fine. And then you just go on and carry on as usual. So I think, yeah, that's the best thing. But yeah, honestly, Zwift, it's just doing it. I think that's the fastest way, is just change your attitude probably. And just get on and do it. And don't think of something as a quick fix. Just think of like, I just have to do it. And then it gets easier, 100%. What about your dancing skills? Terrible dancer. Normally just when I'm wasted. That's the only time that I really have the confidence to get out on the dance floor. I've been riding, so I guess this I rode when I was younger, but then I got fat and literally the most unfit I've ever been in my early 20s. It's so funny, I'm probably in the best shape of my life right now, and I'm obviously the oldest. Yeah, so probably since like 2011, probably say mountain biking again. I've already answered that question about thing. Opinion on hardtails. I don't understand why people are so obsessed with this. It's like, it's a pretty old idea to say that you need to ride a hardtail in order to get better at mountain biking. Honestly, I just think each their own, but they're not for me. So a hardtail pivots like this, right? But a full suspension bike moves up and down like that, or even like this. So it's completely different. Just ride a bike. Just don't worry about it. But no, I wouldn't have a hardtail again because I don't need to. I'm lucky, I guess. I wouldn't consider dirt jumpers hardtails either. Best place I've ridden in the UK? Ooh, good question. Probably, I mean, you cannot go wrong with a ride in the Surrey Hills. So, and if I was going to fly back and be like, okay, where am I going to go to today? It's going to be over to the Surrey Hills. So that's where I go. Oh, that's the same question. Oh, people want to know. Would you organize a group ride at Squamish for your followers? Yeah, I probably would. I'm kind of a bit, there's lots of implications for someone that does that, especially around here. Like, if we go on a group ride and and someone says I was riding with this person, I feel like there's some legal implications. And while I'm sure that no one will, no one would ever, take the wrong, make a bad decision against me if something goes wrong. That makes sense? Probably. But there's always that risk that it only takes one person. So I don't know. Plus, we are in a pandemic, everyone, don't forget. So I kind of tend just to hang around my same group, just to keep things safe. As safe as you can, obviously. Are there any moments in your life where you thought your mountain bike career would come to an end? Good question. I mean, I guess that would be like injury based, but for sure, when I was being carried off a mountainside in Austria at Cephals Fislalis, and I honestly thought I'd crack my back. Yeah, that was probably as close to being screwed as I thought. But no, I think I'm pretty lucky right now. Are you married again? I already asked that question now, but sorry. I have tried disc golf. It wasn't for me. We did it in Queenstown a couple times. It was kind of fun just to kind of walk around and throw the disc. But yeah. So Paul, you laughed at my username. By the way, can you unslice bread? Or I guess if you mash it back together, is that the question? They actually make modern bread with a lot of water. That's why it all packs down, apparently. Blast it with ice water or something, so they make the recipe go longer. Did you contact Scott or did they ask you? So, for those that don't know, I've worked in the bike industry for many, many, many years. Almost as long as I've been riding again, if I'm honest. So I'm familiar with a lot of people in the industry, right? So I had regular chats with them, But I didn't pitch myself to Scott. They did ask me. I had no intention of having any sponsors last year. But then it just kind of all happened. And I think it worked out great. It just had a real positive impact on the channel. And everyone that I work with is great to work with. That's why I work with them. I don't just work with anyone. There has to be like a positive reason as to what they can do. Why take a break? Archie, I've already answered that twice. Hopefully you saw it. Sorry if you didn't. When am I going to revisit Honey Drop? Oh, I don't know. Maybe in the fall I'll go back. I don't know. My motivation for riding gnarly stuff has suddenly kind of taken a down. I don't know. I feel a bit biked out right now, and I think that might be a factor to it. But really, I feel like the whole camera and it kind of maybe I've taken it more personally than I thought I did, because it's such a the camera is such a part of me as a person. So and I associate the camera with biking. So if there's no camera, then I've lost some motivation to ride. But I don't think so, really. I just want to go. I just go for a fun ride, and I bet I'll be fine tomorrow. Wow, there's some multiple questions coming in there. Why is there no more podcasts? And would you continue it solo? Paulie, that is an interesting question. I have thought about this, but it is me and Shane. I don't know. I should talk to Shane about it separately, maybe. But I could be interested, because I think podcasts are really taking their stride right now. And I think we had something really cool going on. We just couldn't find the growth to really like that I was expecting, and it was a lot harder than I figured. But that's how everything is at the beginning, and we probably should have carried on. But I do like podcasts with guests. I definitely think that's what the platform is about, is having guests and different opinions rather than the same thing. I'm a huge fan of the David Dobrik podcast, the Views podcast, but maybe he's a different character because he has a lot of people interested in what he's doing, and this is kind of his behind the scenes type idea. And that's kind of what I wanted to do originally with the Jerry podcast, when it was me, Shane, and Josh. Is just have us just chatting shit, because we could chat shit forever, so it would never be a problem. But yeah, when we were having guests on, it was kind of cool. I would like to, maybe turn the Jerry podcast into something a bit more deeper. There's a lot of podcasts that just have the same questions, and it's kind of boring. I feel like I could get some more deeper conversations going, which I think would be kind of interesting. Why do I live in Squamish? It's the best place for mountain biking in the world, and it's got a really nice community. And I have a nice house that's mine with an incredible garage. It's pretty much living the dream. So that's why it's the best place I've found in the entire world that I've been to. End sentence. Crackers, sucks that you've been waiting on Australia Hanger. Have you tried North Shore Billet? I was going to say billet, B-A. No, it's not ticket. Just the French for ticket is B-A. Or bill? Receipt? I think it's ticket. Can't remember. Shit. North Shore Billet. They make every derailleur hanger in the world. They might be able to help you out. And sorry, Jamie, that you have to wait for a free hub. That's savage. Albert GB, no caps, my friend. Capital letters are stupid. You're shouting. That's what's happening. Who's that? TBI. I'll get to you. I'm sorry. It's just so far down the list and I can't see. Wait, there's got to be another way of me doing this. Sorry. If someone's kind enough to do a super chat, then I really should take notice. How those likes doing, everyone? Where was it? There it was. FBI, are you flexing? No, there's no flexing. They're just a lot easier to wear than the big headphones. They're more comfortable, and I can hear myself. That's one thing I can never figure out on the other one. No riding in Switzerland, guys. There is a pandemic going on. There is no traveling happening. I get all these questions like, "Come here, come here." It's like, guys, watch the news. A Gabe over what else? Can you really? No. I tried to learn. We got 2 weeks in, and then all of us. There's a few of us doing it. I started to make a video, but we all got kind of over it and bored and frustrated. But maybe when I go home, maybe I'll have to quarantine in the UK for 2 weeks. In the winter. So, and I have a garden there, so I could do that in the garden. What's your most memorable crash, Evan? I have just said that one where I got carried off the mountain. It was really bad. Who's the winner of the meme comp? George will do memes after this bit doodah thing. What are those pants? I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. Why orange bikes? That's what the Scott tuned. That's what the Scott tuned bikes colorway. That's what they come in. This color. I think it's pretty dope. Oh, wow, this is so old because the pants, that was about the photo, wasn't it? Oh, there's another super chat. Yeah, that was the 3/4 pants. I don't know what I was thinking. I kind of remember, wasn't it? Oh, I kind of remember thinking that they were so cool. Jamin Gong. What do I have to do if I bottom out too much on a coil rear shock? Sag is fine. High speed compression is in the fully clockwise position. Well, if you're bottoming out all the time and maybe check your rebound isn't too slow. Oh, Stan Wilkes, thank you. Thank you very much for the kind words. That is awesome. Cheers, Stan. Yeah, I would go and ask a suspension expert. It very much depends on the bike that you've got. But maybe your fork could be too hard. Your rebound could be too slow. How you're measuring the sag might be odd. But, you should bottom out one or two times a bike ride. Like, your bike is designed to bottom out. That's what a lot of people seem to forget. But, don't whine on preload, but try a firmer spring. You can get them in like 25-pound increments now. So, just give it a go. I feel like I can hear Dan coming around the outside. Yeah, those 3/4 things were really bad. Okay. Favorite rider, past or present? I'm a huge fan of Brendan and Ollie Wilkins, if I'm honest. Those are kind of the people I'm like, yeah, I'd want to watch a video of these guys. Obviously Semenuk, etc, etc, etc. Come back to Queenstown. Oh dear. Did you have a starring competition pre-train? Oh, I'm not doing a great job of. Oh, Alan. Wait, there's another one as well. What's this one? Robbie. Oh, Robbie, thank you very much for $4.99 super chat. Pounds as well. Whoa, it's all kicking off. Alan asks if my stem is below my head tube, is it too low? And not unless you're a very small person trying to race across country and they have all those down stems because the front's too high. So yeah, thought you were asking a funny question, didn't you, Alan? But then I had a clever reply. But thank you very much for that $20 super chat. That's very kind of you. All is going towards the camera fund. I'm actually looking in the camera to see if Dan's going to open the door any second and come and get his bike. I should move that lamp for him. I should have got his bike out, but I can't be bothered. Probably needs to faff around with it. What's my favourite bike? More and more it's starting to be the Genius, if I'm honest. and that's the only one that I haven't been riding. But I don't know. The Ransom's just got a lot of suspension, but I just need to get used to it. I think at the beginning of the year, I rode so much Genius and and Spark, and I haven't really got in on the Ransom. Just got to keep making it softer. I think get the brake lever angles right. I do want to do a video all about bar roll. Actually, it's very interesting, and it's something that's not really talked about that much. So maybe that will be like one of my first videos back. How long have you been in Canada? 4 years. 4 years and 2 months. I swear these questions. I'm getting asked these questions twice. These are real AirPods. How far have you ridden? Go on Strava. I've probably done about 2,250 kilometers so far this year. Pretty short year. You could come around Rossland in your off weeks. I've been to Rossland, maybe a trip, but I'm also just like, I really need to sort out my strength right now. So that's why I've been. Did it go again? That's why I've stayed at home. Robbie William Lang. Hello, William Lang. It's not a problem. Yeah, so I don't know. Rossland, it is a cool place for sure, but maybe in the fall, maybe like a September trip. But I want to do a couple months in the gym. Oh, here he is. It's the man that they call Dan. Do you know, Dan, I'm trying to do questions, right? So over here, I have all these questions. Yeah. And then over here, I have like the current stream. Because I have to follow.
You got to go back and find them.
Yeah. Yeah, look, everyone's going mental. Look how happy people are.
Dan content.
Where's your YouTube channel? Dan, what Dan's been doing is he's been making videos and then he just gives them to some random person that's trying to start a website, which is a bad idea in 2020, if you ask me. Whoa! What are you doing?
Smashing up your bikes.
Can't get the staff, can you? People want to give you watermelons, Dan, not pineapples.
Watermelons.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, what's your pre-ride regime? Whoa, easy.
What do you mean, like stretching or just like the
No.
whole...
How do you set up your bike before a ride? That is not what you do. You kidding? Well, it looks like you're. Wait, no, Dan, that's gonna fall. Dan. You've got your handlebar up against my frame. That's not gonna hold.
Fine, I've got it.
Do you know what we need? Do you know what I need to do? I need to change that hook for a big hook. Oh, that's a big hook on the end, isn't it? That's the only reason the e-bike isn't hanging up. Feedback do like 2 lengths of hooks. One's like way shorter. It will fit mountain bike tires, but not that great. So if you are thinking about getting those hooks, just get the long ones and be done with it. I don't know why they make the short ones actually, Dan. It doesn't make any sense, does it? They could just make a long one and then like save their manufacturing costs. Hey, what Whistler Performance Lube chain lube are you going with, Dan?
Go for a bit of wet because it's
Wet?
quite moist out there.
Oh yeah, it's raining.
Overnight.
It's actually just started raining.
I've got the waterproof socks on.
You got the waterproof socks on?
Yeah.
I think that's overkill. Dan's got waterproof socks on, if you didn't hear.
I've heard through the grapevine that there's quite a few puddles out there.
Oh. Apparently there's lots of puddles outside. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna get banned. Ban him, George. Ban him. Oh, Alan, ban him. There we go. Great stuff. Okay. Dan content seems to be messing up all the chat. All right, we're going to go back to the questions. Dan's going to go... Oh, stop doing that. Dan's going to carry on getting his bike ready. Okay. Wow, so many repeat questions. Guys, you don't have to repeat question. What's the first sandwich you plan on eating after this video? I've just eaten a tuna sandwich, actually. So I've already eaten my lunchtime sandwich. I like to have an early lunch. There you go. I feel like you can go deeper with these questions. They're not really pushing me down. They're just like standard questions. Anyway, you off.
Ask him how good his golf game is.
Oh, I've already come out about playing golf. Dan, why are you... If it's raining, why aren't you wearing like a waterproof?
It's not raining. It's been
But you've got waterproof socks on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You speed drive when you're smashing through puddles.
Interesting.
Come on.
All right. Bye, Dan. Okay. Yeah, you can go... Guys, you can go deeper here. How far are we into this stream? Who knows? You have sponsor from Scott. Great. What's it like to meet with pro riders? Are they just insanely faster and better than normal riders all the time? Yeah, actually. Probably better than what you think they are, actually. That's kind of why I've been making some of those videos. Especially the one with Tracy where it all started. You know, that was like... I think you can hang with women riders? No, you can't. Wind it in, my friend. But yeah, no, they are... It's always so impressive and it's very hard to ride normally because you're just watching them and not thinking about what you're doing. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yankong Vang. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Macca just did an Everest. Will you ever do one? I did think about it. I spoke to my buddy Henry last year, who's done like a couple of them, maybe even 3. And he said if you can ride 3,500 meters in a day, then you could probably do an Everest. But I don't know, it just takes so much out of you. I mean, I did that amount of climbing in a week, I think. Wasn't it? Maybe at when I rode every blue trail, and honestly, it just wiped me out the next week, and I was like, I don't want to do this. But Mackie is an animal. I can't wait to see that video. I will for sure be watching it. Have you ever tried a jet jump bike? Yeah, I have it. It's actually just in the van right now. Yeah, Dumple, you do that. Never repeat jokes. It's not becoming. Oh yeah, it's a bit colder today. Have you heard about the E-Ransom? In Belgium, we have steep climbs and short descents, so it seems like a good option. I mean, they've got the E-Genius, so get one of those. I think that'll be fine. The geometry is still pretty slack. Oh, Michael Cunningham the 5th. Welcome. Here's some dollars to get more Joey Mountain Bike podcasts. Yes, and to replace your equipment. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Michael. Yeah, I'll go and talk to Shane and we'll figure out a new podcast idea, because I do think there needs to be a cool mountain bike podcast for sure. Biker does a great job, but I don't know. Just something else. I haven't quite put my finger on it yet. Again, I need to go into some kind of camp, maybe take loads of hallucinogenic drugs or something. I don't know how do Silicon Valley people do it. Where do you recommend to buy a bike from for a beginner in the US? A local bike shop. Best free spot to park a campervan in Squamish? Good question. I don't know. Somewhere up Diamond Head probably. I don't want to be the person that blows a spot or anything, but talk to people locally. You might get lucky. Peaked. I have already said that I don't like football. Please stop asking that question. How can you read any of these questions? Very slowly. Which favourite trail and whistler? Funshine Rolly Drops. Have you ridden Gooseberry Mesa? I don't know. Have I? Maybe. Remind me where it is. No, that's too long ago. Yeah, there's loads of questions that are being asked twice. Guys, come on. If you could only keep one of the bikes that you have, which bike would it be? It would be the Genius. 100%. You should leave work and go home. Wow, John, I hope you've gone home. This is probably ages ago now. Will I ever come to England? Oh, guys. What about overall hours per week that you ride? Oh, I'd probably say most rides are like 2 hours on average. So 8 hours a week. Probably, maybe a bit more if we plan something out. But generally, I just kind of like go out and blast a quick lap. What's your favorite dream bike? Honestly, a Genius with maybe a 160 fork. And do you know what? I do have a 160 air shaft in there. So as an experiment, we could put that on the Genius. But it also works really great as a 150. So, I don't know. Preferred way to ride a horse. Stood up. How do you like SoCal when you went there last year? Well, I just went for... Wait, is Monterey, is that Southern California? I didn't really... I mean, just went around there. But I like SoCal. It's got great food and nice weather, hasn't it? So, that's what I like. I'd like to go and hang out there a bit more, but obviously America isn't really the... we're not traveling. Do I play any instruments? Yeah, piano and guitar. I have a degree in music as well. No, I can't get insurance on the camera. I'm going to get a Canon R5. The A7S III, I just really want to get into the Canon thing. That's why. I wanted to be a Canon person for a long time, and this is probably going to be the one. What website should I use for buying a bike? You could buy a lot. If you want to buy a second-hand one, the Pink Bike Buy and Sell is probably the best way to go. For a new one, depends. Which console are you going to get? Which games? We got a PS4. Actually, we've started playing golf on the PS4 now as well. And me and Dan, because there aren't many games that you can just play. Right, tell me. I'm actually going to look to the current chat right now. But are there any games that you can just play locally on the same screen together? There doesn't seem to be hardly any. We played No Way Out, which was really good. That was during lockdown. But that seemed to be like the only one. You know? That seemed to be like the only game that you can play. The golf game is actually great. Oh, hey Dash. Lovely to see you. Super Nintendo. Yeah, that's probably going to be really good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can play like... No, this is just on the PlayStation 4. We want a story. We want to have a beginning. And we want to have an end that we're working to. And we want to be able to play it on the same screen. Why don't they do that anymore? Oh well, I'll kind of keep an eye on here. But I've also got to try and get through these questions. Oh, now it's gone. Oh, God, I hate this. Oh, my life. I'm gonna start turboing through some of these questions here. I'm taking too long. That's when Dan came in. Oh, blimey. Well, I can only go back so far. I'm so sorry. Who is Paul's celebrity crush? Interesting question, I guess. I don't know. Do I have one? I honestly don't know. I can't think. Which drop are you running? One Up Dropper Post. I had it before they were a sponsor of the channel, and it's great. It's worked every time. I've never had any problems with it, even since the first iteration. Eric, I'm glad I inspire you. How loud should your hub be? Very loud. I'm a huge fan of loud hubs. Why do I have bikes hanging around with no handlebar and seat? There's definitely a seat on it, everyone. But no handlebar. The handlebars went on my downhill bike. That's why. Why mountain instead of road biking? It's more... I love road biking, but I love doing just like a really big climb and then coming back down. And there's no really big climbs. I mean, there's a couple in Vancouver that are pretty decent, but none in Squamish. Maybe gravel is going to be my future. Maybe I'm just going to have to give it up. Sushi or poke? I'm going to go sushi. Really good place in North Vancouver, actually. It's called Sushi Town, and it's in the same building as McDonald's, which seems weird, but it's super cheap, amazing service, and it's the best tasting sushi I've ever had. Just put one up droppers on both my wife and I's bikes. Great job. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep going. Keep going. What did you drink with this sub? No idea. What's your best 18-hole score? I actually shot level one year. Actually, the golf course I grew up, I went back many years later to play in this other school contest thing just before I left high school. And I went around level par. I was 2 under at one point. Best round ever. I have an old downhill bike. I need a new one. What do I get? Scott. Favorite after ride soap shampoo? Aveda. If you've got the cash to spend on Aveda shampoo, that mint stuff is way worth it. Eric, BMXers jump off houses with BMXs. Really, most suspension should be good for everything. But yeah, I imagine your 160, 150 should be enough of 7-foot drops. What do you say is the most common theme that runs through my videos? Alan, it's about me getting better on a bike, generally. But, again, gotta figure out what this looks like. How often do you work on skills versus riding? Riding, 95% of the time. Work on skills, 1%. 4%, faff. Can you see my bikes? They're right here. Okay. Why are you taking a break? Okay, Jojo, seeing as you've just got here and you've probably already gone. 400 likes on the stream. That's so cool. Wait, what were we talking about? Are you not sponsored by Fox anymore? No, I haven't been sponsored. They haven't been involved on the channel for like 8 months. Come on. What camera equipment do you have left? I have my GoPros, thankfully, and I have my phone, and that's what I used to make last week's video. But yeah, basically nothing. I've had to order everything new again, and I'm just waiting for the camera body, and then when that arrives, I have to do a thing. Do you feel pressured into riding bikes because of your YouTube channel? Do you know what? Sometimes, and that's kind of what triggered making the taking just a bit of time off to kind of reevaluate here, because I just feel like, there's definitely the e-bike video. I was like, I need that, went out last week and just bombed for some reason. I thought it was quite entertaining. I enjoyed watching it. So it must have been a crap thumbnail, but that's not what YouTube told me at the beginning. And then after a bit, YouTube was like, oh, actually, not many people will click on this. So don't believe the analytics a lot of the time. And I was like, oh, I need a video. I'm going to go out and do this video. And then when it didn't do that great, by my standards, I kind of, that's what really triggered it. I kind of got a bit frustrated. But that was a good question. That's interesting. Have you ever met Missy Jove? Yes, I have. She is the real deal, is Missy. Why do you never push yourself? Well, Liam, I kind of do. A lot of times I am pushing myself. Remember, everyone's different idea of pushing themselves is different. For example, like, I'm not the most unfit person. As when I did that e-bike versus trail bike video, I went out and rode a decent amount of mountain biking there. Like three, did I do 3? Yeah. 3, no. Maybe, because I pedaled up from the bottom. If I was just up there, I could have done 3 laps. I'm not the most out of shape person, when it comes to climbing and stuff. So does that mean that if I rode with someone and they couldn't pedal up as fast as me, does that make them sucky? No, it's just it's stupid to kind of judge other people based on their mountain biking skill, and that it'd be a big deal. Like, really, when people judge other people like that, and I'm just as guilty. Like, I'm not kind of putting myself on this like incredible pedestal of I'm amazing. You're very much projecting your own feelings about yourself from other people. So, the fact that Liam, you said, why do you never push yourself? Do you go out and push yourself all the time? Do you feel bad that you're not pushing yourself? Like, it's a very strange thing to kind of talk down on someone because of their, because they're, not your idea of what they should be. Does that make sense? Anyway, there we go. Rivi, I will, as I said, back in the UK, December. There you go. Question regarding food. Paul, pure happiness. Don't know what that means. Boba. Is Boba around here? Maybe. That would be great if you found him. But I didn't see him pop up. Best part about being a YouTube star is being on my own schedule. Worst thing, sometimes it can be quite a lonely existence not having like that office environment. But that is very fun at times. Everything has swings and roundabouts. But no, I think that would be, it's just kind of being on my own schedule and kind of largely being able to do as I like. What about going roadie for a break? Nah, it's not that exciting to road bike around here. Why will practice jumping on a hardtail help me? Explain. Help me what? Like, we've got to remember that, like, I do portray myself as like an honest person, and I point out my flaws, but a lot of advice that I receive is just insane. It's like someone just went and watched a GMBN video and then they've just regurgitated whatever Neil or Blake or whoever has said on it. It makes me laugh sometimes. Anyway. Be hyped. Like, that's what I want to be. I want to be stoked on the videos that I want to make. Honestly, the last video that I was really excited to make was that one I did with with Remy and Miranda about the position. Because that was like, we went out, shot it on Friday, and then I just crushed the editing on Saturday, and then it all came out really good. Like, that was fun. And obviously the Chris video where we did his bike, like, those are all fun and enjoyable to make, and that's the kind of things that I want to be focusing on. So that's why it's hard to understand. If you're not a content creator, it can be quite hard to understand this. Even for me, it was quite hard to understand. Which other YouTubers do you enjoy watching? Well, lately, Rick Shields, some golf guy. Just only because it's like exciting to be doing something new again, and feeling like it's just nice to be doing something fresh. But obviously, I watch most of the mountain bike YouTubers. Bobo obviously is great. Seth, Alex. I'm a patron of Brian on Single Track on. Page of Brian on BKXC. I think he's got a great story going on. Eric, Ryan, everyone. I'm sure I'm going to be Shane, actually. Number one, the crashing dad. Every time I see him release a video, I drop everything and I go and watch it. So there you go. I watch a whole load of other people, and I also know that Dash, you are not a YouTuber. Go and make videos. and then I will watch. Oh, that's who you were talking about. Okay, there you go. Jeez Louise. People get so butthurt about so much stuff. I'm joking. Do you know any good beginner mountain bikes? Yeah, most of them. They're all insane nowadays. Go and get a Dior equipped mountain bike. You cannot go wrong. It's incredible. I think if you're a patron, your Patreon fee comes out of if you get any money from Patreon. But he's not a patron of mine. I don't really understand why people are patrons of me. I guess it's just, I do nothing on there. I should do more. Maybe I should figure out how to, do better things with that. But again, I don't know. I don't know right now. But yeah, but thank you for people who do support me on Patreon. All money that comes in from super chats and Patreon goes into my costs of running the channel. And it's a lot. It's more than you think, for sure. Like having to spend thousands of dollars on new camera gear. Have you ever had much lower back pain from biking too much? Great question. I did when I had smaller bikes, Doug. But then I got bigger bikes and now I don't get it so much. Now my number one problem is my thoracic is super tight. And because we, as mountain bikers, we're constantly like this, right? Everything is kind of front. It's very much like pushing exercises. So you need pulling exercises to balance it out and strengthen out your trapeziums, your traps. I'll just say traps is way easier and more accurate. So that's what I've been working on right now. But yeah, my thoracic is so tight. I do regular stuff to improve it. But I went to the physio last night. It actually turns out that I've... thoracic park. Good one. So, yeah, lats. You're right, Alan. That's what I'm trying to do. But I actually found out from the physio yesterday, which is a new one, that my left shoulder... how can I describe this? Use my hand. Okay, so imagine... So he actually said it's like a golf ball on a tee. So imagine this is your shoulder joint and it kind of sits in here, right? Sits in there, that makes sense. But my shoulder was slightly out. So it was like sitting on the edge of the joint. And that's what's happening right now on my left shoulder. That's all things from mountain biking too much. Hey, Ian, I see that you've got a Slow and Awkward t-shirt. Thank you very much for the support. I think they turned out great. I'm really stoked on how these looked. I've only just opened mine today and put it on for this stream. But maybe I'll run this one again because, yeah, this was super popular. Okay, I've got to try and get through these messages. Can you do a collaboration with Seth's Bike Hacks? Not right now. No, because he's in America. But I have been Seth. I've been in 2 of Seth's videos, actually. Technically 3, if you can find it was 2018, a video in 2018, I was in a Seth's Bike Hacks video. If you can find it and tell me which one it is, then good stuff. Now, I have seen people asking about giveaways, and I have been against them, but I'm starting to feel that maybe it could be the right time to start doing that. I've been watching non-biking, just other YouTubers, and I see the kind of stuff that they're making, and I like how the giveaways kind of fit in to it. So, yeah, it is not the Sea Otter video. No, you are wrong. So, yeah, great question about lower back pain, Doug. The only time I had that was when I had bikes that were too small for me. How do I overcome fear of gaps? How do you overcome fear? You got to figure out what are you actually afraid of, and then you've got to address that. So it's not the fear of gaps. You're actually afraid of the outcome, the bad outcome. So I'm guessing that the bad outcome is landing in the middle of the gap. So then you think, okay, and then you only overcome fear by having confidence. You overcome fear by knowing what's going to happen. That's where you stop having fear. That's where you lose nerves. If you rehearse something 100 times and then go and perform it, then you likely won't have fear. If you have fear, it means that you haven't put enough practice in. So there you go. So I would just say practice more. That's it. Would I ever ride a different bike than Scott? Probably not. No, I think they're great. How the fuck do you manual? Why are you asking me? I can't manual. I've never shown I can manual. You got to practice. That's what it is. Your channel talks about your progression. What is your goal? Great, that's a good question. There is no goal really right now. That's again that I have an idea for next year. But again, yeah, I don't know. Like this is why I'm going to take these 2 weeks to plan out. But you're right. You can't score if you don't have a goal. So normally it'd be a race. Like last year I had the BC bike race. But yeah, so I guess I need to have a list and I need to try and attack that list. Not a bad idea. What bike would you recommend for UK bike parks? Something 150mm, 160mm travel? Genius. If you're in the UK, just get a Genius. You have way more fun. Alan, you got your first mountain bike? Congratulations. Okay, so Greyleaf, no, I haven't ridden Gooseberry Mesa. Which Genius though? Just whatever one fits in your budget. Going to Squamish 2 weeks. What's the one trail you must ride? Go and do Leave of Absence and Rupert. If you tick off one, Rupert is my number one favorite trail, so that would be it. Yeah. But then Leave of Absence is kind of like a blue version of Rupert. So I don't know your skill. Ride within your abilities. Oh, you rode with John Gregory? No way. Keaty 1984. Yeah, John. It's so funny. He used to be the designer of Dirt Magazine. And I worked with him. We didn't really get on. Or like work-wise. I don't know, because he had like the most stressful working conditions probably of anyone. He basically redesigned a magazine every month. But it was award-winning, and he was amazing. Also colorblind. But yeah, I like John. He's a great dude. That's mountain biking world is very small. Do I bottom out the Genius riding? Yeah, sometimes, because you're meant to bottom out your bike. That's how you use all the suspension. Do you think that having butter and jam on Weetabix is a weird or normal thing? Well, it's not normal. I mean, I wouldn't. I've never heard of that. Wouldn't it just be insanely dry? I don't know. But if you enjoy it, then, each their own. Memes. Tom, yeah, I know. I'm just kind of in the questions, and I feel like I've committed to the questions right now. But we'll see how we would do. Would I ever ride a gravel bike? I don't know. I don't really get it, but, people enjoy it, so it must be good. So I shouldn't knock it until I've tried it, really. I feel like the Genius, yeah, it can do just as well. You'll just get more tired on it. The Ransom with more suspension should give you less fatigue. Can I come visit you next time I'm in Squamish? I'd like to meet with a fellow Whimpers. Shannon, hey, we'll go out and ride some of my normal trails. I don't know. I can never promise anything because I don't have a schedule and I'm very ditzy on it. And I just kind of do whatever I like. In all honesty, I just cannot make promises. I decide things very much last minute. So yeah. Do I bottom out the gambler riding? Yeah. Like the whole point is to bottom out your bike a couple or a few times on a trail, depending on the trail. There's no hard or fast rule, but you should be using all the suspension, really, because that's what you've got it for. That's my opinion, anyway. God, what is my worst childhood memory? Fuck. Okay, maybe a bit too deep there. All right, we found the limit. Drew, congratulations, you've done it. When you are doing super steep trails, why don't you ever just push it? Liam, it's you again. Unless you are riding said trails, you have no concept of what's going on. So there you go. Michael, thank you for sticking around. Very recognizable friend. Mods, can you get rid of Nadine Crawford, please? Thanks. How do you find the e-bike over a normal bike commuting? Yes, Dara, MTB, Nolan, 100% e-bikes for commuting. If I lived in London, I would 100% have an e-bike. I think it's great. Yeah, just it makes so much sense. I now use this e-b for like going to the gym and going to a friend's or going to the pub. It's way better. Cheers, Alan. Yeah, I think there's, if you lived in a city, I don't understand why you wouldn't have an e-bike. But anyway, there we go. Yeah. Are you going to get the new Fox 38? Currently, I don't have a suspension. I just get Fox stuff because that's what will come with Scott's because of the twin lock system. But I don't know. Honestly, the more I ride, the more I think a Genius is more up my street, to be honest. Like less a suspension because it's got such good geometry. So I don't know what I'm going to do for next year. But yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to do right now. But we'll see. I don't know. What is the ratio of footage shot to footage used when filming a video? I'm pretty intentional with my shots, so I don't just randomly film loads of stuff. But yeah, I think that's a good question. It's very close. Like if someone's just coming into frame, that's when I push the record button. I don't like leave it for filming for ages. But yeah, so I normally get like maybe, normal, let's say I do a session video, it'll probably be around 50 gigs worth of footage. I mean, that's going to change a lot with the R5, but, we'll see. I'm hoping that all works out because it costs a lot of money. How did I like Snow Summit in SoCal? I felt like there could have been more trails, but I had a good time. It was pretty high up. Me and Phil both struggled with the elevation on the first day. Yeah. Do you target specific skills on rides? If yes, probably turns and just kind of various things. What does your unfilmed practice time look like structure-wise? Yeah, I don't practice. Honestly, I probably should. I mean, sometimes me and Dan would go out and session turns, but then I just get annoyed and bored of it. So, mainly, I don't know. Again, it's whoever it was before, they pointed out, like, I'm progressing, but I don't have a goal. So what am I working towards? And I think that's a very good point. So, yeah. Good. That's a good idea and good inspiration. Thank you to the person that brought that up and reminded me. What's worse riding? Oh, heat. I hate riding in the heat. It's so annoying. You can generate heat in the cold and warm up and wear good weather. So I'd probably prefer a colder day over a warmer day. And yeah, I like riding in the wet. There's no problem. Okay, here's the Rocket League. Can we? Yeah, I don't like football. We're not gonna get a Paul Gamer channel. This is, oh my god, wow, I'm really far behind. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm gonna try and speed things up here. When aiming for top speed, no, it doesn't matter how many gears you have. Oh no, it's all messed up again. Damn, I'm too slow. Oh, there are some people asking questions. Okay. What is your favorite bike? Yeah, probably Genius. Why did I take the handlebars off the Genius? The more I say this, I'm such an idiot. Why don't you ride with Danny McCaskill? Well, which of your videos gained the most subscribers? The e-bike. Who e-bikes are for video, for sure. Honestly, subscribers is like, there's a fixed ratio of views to subscribers gained from a video. It's definitely a pattern. So if you want subscribers, you have to get views. And if you want views, you have to make good videos. It always comes down to just making good videos. I didn't say Jordan. Yeah. See? There's so many people to say. So that's why. Yeah, I'll probably visit Kamloops again. Maybe fall. Maybe I'll do a BC fall trip. How do I feel about Squamish's new van life ban? I think there is a reason behind it. I think that people who didn't treat things well and have brought it on. You know, there's never any smoke without fire around here. I know plenty of van life people that are very respectful and very disciplined, but you know, on the other hand, that there are not. So, yeah, that's kind of what it comes down to. Town is not that big, so it could be why. Do you think you should go to Seth's Trails? I've already been there. Go find the video. No, I don't need sleep. Check Whoop. Got plenty of sleep last night. Okay. Before you were sponsored by Shimano, did you run SRAM? Yeah, I had an E13 cassette last year, and actually for a while. And then I had SRAM stuff. But then I was always thinking last year, for a long time, I was like, I'm probably going to switch to Shimano here. And then I reached out to them, and then we figured working something out. And not looking back, honestly, I think, you know, sponsorship or no sponsorship, I just have Shimano on my bike. I've got on with it the best. It's the easiest to maintain. So there you go. That's why. Yeah, well, Stifler, that's a good question. As a punter, there's no reason that you can't be a punter at whatever you want to do. And maybe a few years down the line, that's what this channel will become. And I just go and do loads of stuff. Right now, I do think it should be about mountain biking. Yeah. I mean, honestly, golf channel, right? Okay, hear me out. I used to play off single figures. I haven't played for 10 years. And now I'm trying to start playing golf again and get back to single figures. Personally, I think that would be a great YouTube channel, but I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it. Also, you can't golf year round in Squamish, so just stop talking about golf. This is a mountain bike channel. I do still have the van. Van is freaking great, but as I said, just yeah. Oh, Michael Cunningham, I see you asking about the van at the same time as well. Yeah, I've really been focusing on building up my strength, and I have to do that in Squamish. It's very important at Van Life Golf Channel. That's what I thought. Like, stop it. I have to build up my strength, and I have to do that here. I can't go out and do it in a van and whatever. It's very important, and I need to value that, and that's why I'm staying. And that's why I'm staying put. So there you go. Do all your patrons get a Paul Punter sleeve of golf balls? Oh, that would be a really good reason to... No. But Ian, yes, I have to get my mojo back. There's a direct correlation between your state levels of video and the success. I think you're completely right. If I'm really into a video, then it does really well. Like the e-bike video, I was kind of like, oh, great. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Do I have any advice to give to mountain bikers? Yeah, have a goal. Just try a whole bunch of stuff. Try not to get bogged up in this. Don't get bogged up in the spec of the things that you have. Try to understand how they work better and dial in how to set up the bike more. A lot of people will just say, "Oh, I put this on," but they don't actually know like what it meant to put on a new suspension fork or change the brakes or change the tires. Like, you've got to really dial a lot of things in. It's time to stand up. My hamstrings are done. I got to stand up, which means some camera adjustment. Whoop, 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 whoop. New setup is so good. Oh, wow, that actually feels amazing to stand up. Why didn't I stand up sooner? Okay. Ben, your video Sunpeaks helped me film my own, as I did honey drop blind, but went off your beta and it helped. Yeah, no, it probably was, but I don't know. I was just, I've only just been riding the downhill bike for a couple of days, and it is a gnarly trail. But kudos to you for riding it, presumably on a hardtail. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Health. Do you get free stuff from your sponsors? No. I'm just not going to answer silly questions. December. Can people please respond to people that ask when I'm coming to the UK? Just say December. If you see someone in the chat and they've said, when are you coming back to the UK? Just someone go December. Reply to them. I need you, punters. I can't see. I'm sick of all of it. Yeah, probably not going to watch Crankworks Downhill live stream. Casper's out, so what's the point of watching? Nah, I'm joking. I mean, they're doing a great job. I do think it's the idea. The thing that Crankworks really lack is like the hype. Like they just cannot, they cannot give it value. They cannot make the series mean something. Like, the UCI World Cup, it's like everyone wants to win that. But honestly, I think there are a lot of people that, they'll do Crankworks because it's good money, but, it doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't know. I think that's what they need to build. They need the hype, and that's what they just don't really get across. I think that's their biggest weakness as a series. Would I rather drop mountain biking or YouTube? Well, YouTube pays the bills. It's a good question. Would I rather drop mountain biking on YouTube? I mean, if dropping YouTube was dropping my own channel, then I could do something else and still have a good time and have the same benefits. I don't know. Oh, I gotta. Nah, drop YouTube. I drop YouTube. There you go. Paul is in a Seth Whistler video. Andrew Knowles, you are correct. I am in the but when he's at the Dirt Diaries, when he came third in Dirt Diaries, there's like people are having drinks and I'm in that video. There you go. I mean, I imagine, Andrew, that was just a kind of a shotgun guess, but you were right. Yeah, I was in the driveway there back, and then I was in the one afterwards as well. When you're crashing clippers pedals, do you ever get stuck? So once I did crash when I did the Enduro World Series in Scotland, and I was on my back and I was still in my pedals and I couldn't get out. That was the only time. But yeah, most of the time they just pop straight out. What skills that have you improved been most beneficial to your riding? Body position, probably, but mainly fitness. Get stronger, get fitter, then you can build everything else way better. But it's just riding more will give you the most benefits, probably. I do listen to the Davey and O-Dub companion. I think it's great. Big fan of Davey. Davey doesn't really give himself enough credit. He's a fantastic podcast host, but I feel like he could, he's very successful, and I think he needs to realize it himself. Only from what I've heard. Obviously, I don't know the man personally. Yeah, we're still going. How's my van life going? Well, I've said that already, old dad. It's great. The van is very easy to do. It's just I'm trying to prioritize strength right now. Because I know the moment if I go away and just start mountain biking loads, I lose strength, really in quite a big way. Kind of make backfires, but when I do a lot of pedaling, I burn off my muscle really quickly. I don't really have much interest in doing a flip or whatever. I'll be riding a whole bunch in my break. What has been my favorite mountain bike moment thus far in my mountain biking? Yeah, probably. Well, actually, maybe it was the first time I did this lap with Darren Bearcloth. Like, that was really fun because I wasn't so jaded on being in the mountain bike industry at that point. But no, it was sick. We did crank. It was so funny. I won't tell the full story, but we ended up doing Crank It Up. And I said to my buddy, I asked him if he could no footer every jump on Crank It Up. And then Darren said that he could, but he had clips on during that day. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I can just no footer every jump. And then he did a no footer on every jump with clips on Crank It Up. It was pretty sick. That's one of my favorite memories. Charlie, I've done it loads. Rewatch the stream when it's finished. Biggest improvement in mountain biking? Probably just speed. Just getting a bit faster because I feel more confident on setup and everything and looking ahead. That's what I feel like I've improved on the most. I don't know how much Shimano brakes are. I'm very sorry. I just say get metal pads, and Dior brakes are fantastic. No. I'd say the Genius is perfectly fine stifler for the UK. I'd say about 150mm travel means that you'll never be underbiked in a lot of situations. Plus, it's got the twin lock as well, so I don't know. I've got a 24 105mm for my Canon Yankong. Have I pronounced that right? I hope so. I do use that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I do use this microphone for the J podcast. Honestly, I'm going to throw him under the bus. It's been Shimano. Shane's just been so busy with his job that, he lives in the real world, unlike me. Does van like beach expectations? Yeah, it's amazing. That van is incredible. It makes going away so easy. But again, I need to have a goal when I'm going away. Any tips on the optimum? Matt Cole, why don't we measure it? I don't know if you're still there. I hope you are. I will measure how far mine are away. Right, meow. Dan's freaking taking over, running. 22, 23 inches. Never tied that up. Yeah, 22, 23 inches. I'm sorry. Stupid North American tape measures don't have millimeters. I don't know why. I thought we were in Canada. Yeah. What's the plan after YouTube? Long term. I definitely have a kind of where could this channel change after doing mountain biking, for sure. But yeah, probably, I like to think I'm pretty good at making content and coming up with the ideas and how it should be done. I just need to figure out that for myself right now. But yeah, I'd probably like to make that for someone else. It's kind of fun. I never had a bike stolen in London. I lived there for 3 years. What riding do you like the most? I don't know, just I like a route, and then we're gonna go out and do the route. That's what I like. How many burpees can you do in 7 minutes? Alan, I don't know. A lot, though. If I came in fresh, I could do a lot. Or what I think is a lot. How many unlisted videos? Oh, no idea. No idea. Okay. When is the J podcast? Oh, no, it moved. God damn it. Okay, sorry, back to the... I'm sorry if I'm trying to go as fast as I can. What's your priority for your channel? To make the best videos possible. Nothing else. Oh, okay. Okay. How many burpees? How do I play music in the background? Music copyright. On live streams, I'm not really bothered about losing ad revenue on this. They don't normally get claimed. I actually support chill hop that is this music. But also, if it's very quiet, sometimes it doesn't get picked up. It's just nice. I could go and get all my music and then play it in the background that I have on my, saved. Or I could put it on the chill hop radio and just kind of have that cracking on in the background quietly. It's more for me, really. I'd get bored if it was so quiet in here, chatting for this long. But yeah, I mean, if they claim it, they can claim it and they can have the money. If it doesn't get picked up, then, we're all good. Yeah, a North Shore video, Dylan. I think you're right. What kind of storage array? That's a real problem for a lot of YouTube creators. I don't know. I won't use like 8K, and my 4K 120 shots will be so short that it's more about having the autofocus and everything else. So, yeah. Why am I watching Cliff Crankworth series right now? Because I'm doing my live stream. And there's probably just as many people watching this as there are watching the thing. But Evan's gone. Bye-bye. Any advice on hitting rock garden? Flow like water does. There you go. My favourite video to shoot, Bobo in Whistler. It was very hard. It was somewhat stressful, but we got it done, and I was really pleased with how it came out. Have you ever had a clicking problem with suspension compressors? Andrew, if it's your fork, maybe check your crown steerer unit. If it's clicking like that, go to a shop. You might need a new CSU, is what they're all called. God, Michael's managed to get home and everything. What's the tattoo on the forearm? Has anyone answered this question? No. Come on, punters. Answer these obvious questions. Who said it? Jim, go and watch the second video I did with Bobo. It's like he had a crash, but I had to carry on or something like that. Okay, here's an example. Someone, no, like, look, if someone asks, why didn't I come back to England? You say, he's going in December. That's what you've got to do. Come on, punters, respond to these questions. Wow, someone is sat on a nearly empty beach in Waikiki. Wow, that's amazing. I'm assuming that's Hawaii. That's what I'm guessing. Do the golf. No, I can't. Probably not Tasmania. I don't know. What Shimano brakes do you recommend? Well, I recommend the XCRs because they're the best ones. Oh, I've already asked. Just get 4-pot. Should do a drunk ride video. No, I'm not going to ride drunk. That is not a good thing to be promoting. Bike golf. No. Oh, can mountain biking and golf be combined? They'll never let me do that. Oh, Seth, I don't know. Seth couldn't really get away with making videos about fixing. It was still a bike light, though, wasn't it? Oh, God, everyone's giving me ideas. No, I don't. I have no interest in doing a bike packing trip, really. Like, I honestly, I kind of quite like comfort right now. I don't need to go and have a shit night's sleep and try and ride my bike for 3 days. I mean, it'd probably be memorable. It's probably my cynical view on the whole thing. Favorite place to ride in the southwest of the UK? It's probably... I mean, does Forest of Dean count? Is that southwest? Probably. Gorton. Gorton is a really cool place. I'd like to go back there now. I think I'm a lot better than when I went last time. I went to Hampsley in like 2006. That was the last time I went to Hampsley. Nice one. Whee! People are answering the questions. Any plans to ride with any YouTubers soon? Me and Nick, if you've seen, Nick from Van Can is doing a redemption because he didn't finish the EWS 100 last year. And we were going to do that together. But he just did it on a day I couldn't do it. But yeah, no plans right now. Probably North Shore with Nick, I imagine, at some point when the camera comes back. If people are asking how they can get a sponsor, then you are never going to get a sponsor. Like, just think about that as a paradox. Oh, you know, an ice cream is nice when you leave the shop, go home because it was busy. Yeah, Alison Brome is next level taste. Go and get it. There's a reason they're so busy. Oh, James House, I'm glad you had a splendid time in Morzine, and I'm glad my videos were helpful. Yeah, no one's really been to Morzine from the YouTube crew. Obviously, all the pro bikers that have started YouTube channels. But yeah, I thought I'd just get there and do some guides. If you left on steep lips, yes, Chris, that was one of the ideas that I was going to do with my camera. Thomas Vanderham, for some of you that may not know, he is probably one of the best free riders of all time, and he's like won the whip-off competition in Whistler many times. And yeah, I was gonna do a steep lips one with him. Went out the window when I lost my camera. Shimano versus Crank Brothers pedals. So many times do I see, why do you have something? What is it? Why do you have Crank Brothers pedals, not Shimano pedals? Because I just prefer Crank Brothers pedals. And Shimano were like, yeah, you can just use whatever you like. It's fine. Pedals are a very personal thing. Oh, show us your Spotify. Jonathan, hello. No, I saw PewDiePie did that this week and broke the internet. Even though there's way more important things going on. 55%. What's the biggest drop I've done? Probably don't know. It's probably in a bike park that I've just ridden off and not even thought about it. Do you prefer to watch very skilled riders or less skilled riders? I prefer to watch entertaining bike videos. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they're good, doesn't matter if they're bad. As long as it's exciting, then it's cool. Would you rather ride without a dropper or without rear suspension? I'm going to say without rear suspension. There you go. Yeah, riding without a dropper is just nightmare. Oh, wait, I can ride my downhill bike. There you go. That doesn't have a dropper. I'll ride my downhill bike. Just got out of it. How much do you ride your dirt jumper? I was going to ride it a lot, but I really fell out of love with... Honestly, it's just like... I feel like this... Getting my camera snicked has really impacted a lot of other things, and I've not really thought about it, but now I am. Oh, thanks for my carb. My carbs haven't changed since that picture, since I was 16. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with hanging your bikes up like this. Just don't squeeze the brake levers, maybe. Oh no, I've lost it again. Damn. I'm just going to go from this point here. Oh no, we've already done that. Okay, I'm starting to catch up. I am actually starting to catch up. Very Scott bike, genius. Oh. Bobo seems like a fun guy to hang out with. Do you know what, my friend? You are correct. He is a great person to hang out with. I wish he lived in the same... Fuck, can you imagine if Bobo lived around the corner? It made my life so much easier. God, I'd love a YouTuber to live nearby. Like, that's really... Like, that's all I'd like. I'd like there to be, like, 2 YouTubers that live in my house. It would make life so much better. 100%. Do I receive hate on the channel by locals? No. I mean, I've also donated a few grand to Squamish, to the Squamish area for trails. And I always play by the rules. So no, I've never... I mean, there's probably like hate in the town from somewhere. But I don't think I do anything bad. Like, I'm not. It's not like I'm going around pretending that I'm amazing or anything like that. I'm pretty honest about who I am around town. So No, I haven't had any hate in person. I'm sure someone in town thinks that I'm an idiot because of the videos that I make, and I'm not as cool like a professional rider, but couldn't care less. That's not the kind of thing that would bother me. I'd recommend a Genius if you're in the UK. Okay, if anyone sees like the question, what bike do you recommend from the UK? It's a Scott Genius. Just reply that. Saves me the trouble. Thank you, Kerwin Warren, for answering a question that has already been asked. If you didn't ride for Scott, who would you be riding for? I would be riding for myself right now, and honestly. I don't know anything about e-bike motors. The Shimano one has been really good on my bike. I have been to Rogate Bike Park. When I lived in the UK, we would go. And I want to go. Hopefully it rides okay in the winter, because I want to go to there. I've been to Bike Park Wales as well. I used to live in Cardiff for a bit. I used to go there quite regularly. I know Martin, who's one of the owners. Why? Okay, someone said they would be good, but a Ransom would be nicer than a Genius. Why? Tell me why a Ransom is better than a Genius. They're just different. One's not better than the other. Like a Ransom is probably suited to riding super gnarly trails out here, but for 95% of the other people, a Genius is like the most appropriate bike, in all honesty. Rocky Brewer, thank you very much. Someone asked if I've ever been to Pedaltown. Rocky Brewer, you have pointed out that I've already been there, and I've already done a video with Ben Deacon. User of the week. Also, please don't ask. Right, if my camera bag turns up, everyone will know about it. I will tell everyone. What lines do you recommend? Oh, I can't remember. What was that black one? You have to do the little jump. You go up to the top and then turn right. It's the black trail. That was my favorite one. Okay, it's happened again. Damn. I'm trying to catch up. It's so hard. Oh, okay. No, maybe it's not too bad. Okay, WDP's message there. Oh wait, he answered that question. In my opinion, a Ransom would be better in the UK purely so that you can race each, basically anywhere you want to in the country, as well as doing the climbs in Surrey, Hindhead where the descent is short. But you could probably rate. But I mean, if you buy a Genius, are you racing downhill? Like, if you probably buying a Genius, you're probably not going to race downhill. And honestly, you could ride a Genius on pretty much every UK downhill track quite happily. Didn't Lewis Buchanan just ride his Forbidden, which has got even less travel, on in Alethan? Oh, no, he raced it at Fort William, didn't he? I think, or he was riding it and he looked perfectly fine. So yeah, it's nothing. It's about geometry. Geometry is way more important than the suspension, or how much travel, rather, I should say. Oh, on the trail, thank you very much. Yeah, I do feel like I don't work as much as, someone with a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job. But it's like when I do, it's incredibly taxing on the brain, like editing. It really does drain you quite a lot. I haven't been to Bentonville one day. If I'm going to go, if I'm going to do traveling, it's not going to be a bike packing trip. I'll just go somewhere in the van. What's the disco in the background for? Good question. An old housemate of mine, Jessa, just left it, and it's just always existed now. It kind of fills the space fine. You can already put the golf clubs in the back of the van, even if there's bikes in there. I think I'd definitely take golf clubs on my next trip. Yeah, I know Danny. We did a video when I was at Pink Bike. We did a video with him, Ali, and Duncan when we were at Sea Otter. That was a lot of fun to film. Oh, Golf Sidekick, if I haven't seen it. Golf Sidekick. Who's this person? Making golf fun again. No, okay. I'll go check out this guy. Seems to be doing well. I wonder if he's doing it full time. How long has he been doing it? A few years. Sorry, I'm interested now. Oldest. Oh, he's been doing it for a couple years. How to break 90. Great first video. How to break 80. Interesting. I'll watch his how to break 80. That's what I need to do again. Nice. Okay. This guy looks funny. I'm gonna watch him. Okay, let's just jump to most up-to-date comments here. What camera do I have? I don't have anything, but there's an R5 coming. Do you know what? Go away, Mark. Like, I don't understand why the motivation for that. Like, to come on and just whinge at someone who's being honest. You know, maybe you're not having the best day, but don't take that out on other people. Be more caring to other people around you. I'm from Bath originally. Thank you, Ray's Petty. Great stuff. This is great. Bolts MTB saw me in Whistlewards. That's not my friend Matt, is it? I can't see. I don't think that's Matt. Wait, is it? Let's go and have a look. Is that just Matt? You call yourself Bolts MTB? Wait, Matt, is this you? Bolts Biking. No, it's not you. Best of luck, my friend Bolts. I hope you enjoy making YouTube videos. Maybe I would come for the Marvin's Classic one summer. Depends. Like, summer around here is pretty all time. So, yeah. Why your bike's all blue? Nice one. Skyline Queenstown. I haven't been to Cardrona, but I would take Skyline all day. I haven't ridden Flow Trail in Santa Cruz. I was going to do that around Sea Otter, but those plans got changed as well. Obviously, there's bigger things than just making bike videos. But I haven't ridden in Malvern, no. Concentrate on company. No. I don't really. No, I don't. I kind of set up the company. It's just for liability reasons, really. Yeah, last year I had it, and I was doing stuff with other people like Brian and Eric, etc., etc. But no, I can't. I just enjoy like making things by myself. So that's where it came down to it. Like doing things for other people, kind of being at someone else's beck and call isn't really why I wanted to work for myself. So. If I'm sponsored by someone, I'm getting paid, and then I have the products as well. Like if they, if a company wants their product to be featured in the videos, then it shouldn't be like this huge big deal about sending the product as well. Like that shouldn't be included as in the value proposition, unless it's something like, really big like bikes. But it's more like, okay, have the bikes for if you need them. Like, I mean, I almost said to them, like, don't send the Spark, just send the e-bike this year, because I wasn't doing the BC bike race or anything, but it had already been sorted. And then I found a video to do it in, and I've got other video ideas that I can use for it. So I think next year I'll definitely have a more trimmed fleet. I think that's the idea, but we'll see. I don't know what's happening next year. It's August. We're a couple of months away from all those chats. Look at the cogs turning. No. What are the bike makes behind you? Thank you, Owen Hobson, for answering that question. Perfectly answered as well. I appreciate your kind work. There is no EWS Whistler this year, but we were going to do it. Sometimes it jumps in the chat and I can't see what's going on, which is why you get these beautiful dead spots of me not talking. Bolts, just have fun making videos. Don't think about anything else. Check out my backyard golf course. What? Okay, fine. Is this just gonna deteriorate? Muddy udders. What have you got? Dirt biking. I can't. Oh, you've got some golf lessons here. I can't see it straight away. Sorry, my friend. Stoked that you are enjoying YouTube, though. How long have we been going? Should probably... Well, we're going to end it there. Yeah, I should have got this taking a break for a year. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in today. It's been a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying doing live streams. They've been really fun to do. And especially when you get like, a few hundred people. I remember the days where I would get like 15 people watching these live streams, and it was always like the biggest nervousness was going live and then no one would tune in. But it's pretty amazing that there are so many people that enjoy videos, and I just want to make the best videos I can for everyone that watches and therefore supports me. So that's why just a couple weeks, get the camera gear back to where it is, which I really do need. I could go out and make a video with a phone and a GoPro and whatever, but that's not what I want to do at this point in my video making career. So just gotta keep sending it basically, and improve and figure out like this is what it's about. Oh, thank you very much, Jenkon, for the $10. I really appreciate it. Okay. Punters, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you very much for hanging out. Could be 2 weeks, could be 3 weeks. Who knows? But it's going to be more than 1 week. I'll see you next time.